today what your marketing strategy was, and you tell me, oh, Savannah, I just show up and I post content. That's not a marketing strategy, and we need to talk about what is. And honestly, you guys, I would rather you not post at all than post without a strategy, because posting without a strategy is not going to do anything for you. Sure, you might get a couple videos that pop off and go viral. You might get a little engagement, a couple followers, but it's not going to create sales for you. And even if it does, how do you repeat those sales? Because you don't have a strategy, so you don't know what caused that result in the first place. So let's talk about what you should be doing to create a marketing strategy that actually works. This is based solely on our Wolf funnel, which is literally just the marketing funnel that we created for our clients to help them turn their coldest followers into their most raving clients and customers. So the first phase that everyone likes to skip out on is the prep phase. Now, this is technically not the strategy, but this is going to gather all the information you need to inform that strategy. AKA, this is the information that's actually going to make the strategy work. There are a few core things I want you to find out from your target audience. Number one, what are they struggling with? Think about if they didn't have your product or service, what would their life look like? Number two, what do they want? So if they did have your product or service, what would their life look like? How much easier would it be? Mentally, emotionally, physically, relationally, personally, professionally, everything. Then I also want you to figure out what activates them to buy. There are 4 different buyer types. I have a whole podcast episode on this. Go to the link in my bio if you want to listen to it. But there are 4 different buyer types, and all of them are activated by different things to buy. Emotions, relations, data, ROI, you name it, it's all different. You have to figure out what buttons to push to get your audience to buy. Then you want to find out.
All right, this is a fun one. So I have seen quite a bit of this girl's content. Her name is It's Savannah Jordan, and she's on TikTok. She does have some good content, supposedly has a marketing agency. I have not been able to really find out a lot about her agency or her company, although she claims to be a multimillionaire. So what I notice here is a lot of body language, especially in the online world. When we're talking about young entrepreneurs, I started my business, my first one at 19. I just turned 30, and I have changed significantly over the years. My main career has been in marketing. I am in IO psychology, and I'm a fractional CMO. So what I've noticed is a very tangible shift in the way that I present myself. For example, I'm gonna put on a show for you. When you have people that are talking like this and barking, and has this alpha energy, what that to me is conveying is a lot of false confidence. Now, she probably does have her successes, but also in her videos talking a lot about marketing strategy over and over again, but not really giving any tangible, actionable advice. What I will say is that her advice is not absolutely horrible, but it's very forward facing. She only covers a very small snippet of marketing in general. And for me as a fractional CMO, as somebody who's been in marketing for 12 years now, it's very important to cover marketing on a holistic perspective. It's not that hard to find clients, to find customers, to get them to convert. Yes, doing what she says absolutely helps, but the real crucial mark when it comes to the process or the holistic journey of your customers, what does that retention look like? You're not building a relationship with your customers usually before they buy. They're getting to know you, they're starting to become familiar, maybe you have a really hot product or service, and they're gonna convert at some point. But the real relationship building comes with retention, remarketing, lifecycle marketing, email. There's a lot that goes into this other half of marketing that is just not touched here. And so it's a little bit difficult for me to look through content like this or hear from marketing company owners that really don't talk or educate on the full version or the full holistic process of marketing. It's so much more than just attracting people and getting those conversions. What will happen is if you don't focus on the retention aspect and building those relationships and getting a kick-ass system in place to just continuously support, leverage, and recycle all of the customer conversions that you've had, then you're getting sucked into this never-ending cycle of constantly needing new customers to come in through that funnel, which is, a lot of paid advertising, which I love, by the way, but you don't want to do it unnecessarily. So there's an entire system. As a fractional CMO, that's what I focus on, is the entire operating system for marketing. And you're really not going to see a lot of content about this on the internet. It drives me absolutely nuts. That's why I'm here today doing content like this, is to just share that this is only one tiny piece of the puzzle. Check out the description for more on this.